Alright, time to start working on the old Miata. Fortunately, tried to track down an exhaust gasket, but I couldn't find one locally, so I think what I'm going to do in the meantime is just remove the exhaust system, cut the catalytic converter out because I'm pretty sure it's clogged up, which is making the exhaust leak even worse. And I don't know, not totally straight pipe it, but just make it a little outer because, you know, why not? But also, starting to rip up some of this carpeting. And a lot of people would say, oh, you know, it's not bad, keep the carpeting, whatever, blase, blase. But I was looking under here, and it's pretty bad. It's pretty rusty and crusty, so I'm going to have to rip out all the carpeting and clean up all the rust. And what I'll probably end up doing is just putting some bed liner in it and calling it a day. I really just want to protect the car more than anything. I don't want any more rust forming and, you know, making the floor collapse or something crazy like that. So I'll go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go get the jack stands, the jack, and some tools, and we'll get on it. Alright, so 20 minutes later, got the damn car up. It's such a pain in the ass to use a jack in grass, and well, this isn't really stable at all, but fuck it, it'll give me enough room. I'm doing this in my backyard because I got too many damn cars in front of my house, and I don't know, neighbors don't like it when you have too many project cars and they start to call the city and all that good stuff. So this is going to be worked on back here for a while, as much as it sucks, but got her up on the jack stand, so now I'm going to attempt to remove the exhaust and see what we can do. But you can see right there is the exhaust, and a little bit far back is the catalytic converter, which may or may not be clogged, I don't know, but they don't emission test in my county, so, you know, probably just going to remove it, do a test pipe and muffler delete. If it's too loud, I'll put a muffler on it. I'm not trying to make this thing sound like a, you know, riced out whatever, but we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the exhaust manifold and exhaust off, so we'll be back. Alright guys, on my last clip I had the car jacked up and I was originally gonna take the exhaust off here in the yard, but being under there for 5 minutes I realized how much it fucking sucks to work on like hard dead grass with ants in it, so fuck that. We're gonna do the exhaust another day. I think for right now I'm just gonna remove the seats and start gutting the interior. And when I say gut, I mean, like I said, just remove all the carpeting because it's already all moldy. And then probably remove the carpeting up here, just so I can at least clean up all the rust underneath it that I found on the other side. So we're going to get on that. And all you really need to do this is a freaking basic tool set. I use this as just like my carry-around set. I mean, you can get this for 30 bucks at Home Depot. And then your beverage of your choice. I prefer my Turkey Hill iced tea. And some fucking shop rags, and that's it. So I'm gonna get on it, and I'll update you guys when I get the seats out and start tearing into it, and we'll see what we find. Hopefully no nasty surprises or rust holes, but we'll see. Alright guys. Alright, cool, got the seats out. In these Miatas, like any other 90s Japanese car, they're really freaking easy to work on. You just take out 2, 3, 4 bolts, and they're 14 millimeter. So 4 on that side, 4 on that side. That side was actually missing one in the back, so I'll have to find one to put in its place, but there you have it. Freaking, yeah, this carpet's pretty nasty, and like feeling it right here, it's pretty squishy, so, you know. It is a beater car, so I don't need it to be perfect. I don't need all the carpet and all the fanciness. I mean, it's not going to be a piece of shit. I'm going to make it look as nice as I can, but, you know, there's 2 ways to do things. The right way and the wrong way. Well, I see it as 3 different ways. You can do it the right way, you can do it the wrong way, or you can do it the way that fucking works. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do it the way that fucking works because I don't have a lot of money. Well, there you go. So maybe this car didn't cost me 800 bucks. Maybe it only cost me $799 and some change because I just made some of that money back. But anyways, start ripping up this nasty ass carpet and I'll show you guys what it looks like underneath. Hopefully no rusty surprises. Alright, got the first piece up. Oh yeah, look at that. Freaking standing water, just which you don't want to see. But for some reason, it's been my experience, every 90s car I've ever owned has had water leaking into it. I mean, you know, I don't expect the Miata to be watertight, but this is why I always rip up the carpeting. And it's always the same story, mold and all that good stuff. So yeah, look at that. That's what you want right there. So not too bad. No rust really. It's kind of wet and mushy right there, but we're gonna clean all this up. I'm gonna rip all this stereo wiring up. I mean, they didn't do a horrible job when whoever installed the stereo. I mean, it's all kind of tied together, I guess, but I'm gonna rip all that out. And there was this thing, I have no idea what the fuck this thing is. It was mounted right here with some screws. I wanna say it's for the alarm, because this car had some kind of weird ass alarm system on it that kept tripping out, so we ripped all the modules out of it, but I think this one has to do with that sensitivity adjustment. I guess it's a shock sensor or something, I don't know. But I'm gonna rip this side out. I'm trying to spare you guys all the boring stuff, but I figured I'd at least show you this part and see what we can find. You know, like I made another $1 too, worth of change, so hey, you gotta love it when you find free shit in your car. Oh shit, look at that. Jackpot, boys. Ugh. Hell yeah, change. Pretty dope. But anyways, get the rest of this carpet up. Yeah, same situation on this side. But so I'll finish getting that ripped out. Rip off all the center console bullshit. Yeah, the car's gonna be louder when you drive it now. Road noise, whatever, but fuck it. It's gonna be good once it's done. Try to clean up the seats a little bit too. The seats aren't actually that bad. I think these are changed at some point, but I have no idea. But yeah, these cars are pretty easy to work on. Like if you're trying to get into mechanics and you want to start wrenching on your own car, I mean, from my personal experience, any old Japanese car, they seem to be built pretty good, but also very easy to work on. Like, I mean, I've done everything here so far with just hand tools and a razor cutter. You know, I didn't even go get power tools, except the drill to take off the kick panels, but hope you guys are enjoying so far. And alright, cool update, little quick update. Got all the carpet out of it finally. Haven't finished ripping the center console carpet off, but that's really not my concern. It's not moldy or nothing. But when I finally took off the back portion underneath the target top, I mean, I found a good amount of rust on this galvanized plate, so it's pretty bad. It's rusted a hole right here. So what I think I'm gonna do is finish stripping all this crap off and then fucking go into the junkyard and get that, and then also on the fuel pump cover, it's pretty rusted, so I think I'm just gonna go pick these up at the junkyard. I'm fairly certain I'll hopefully be able to find one that's not completely rusted through like mine is. But here's a shot of the trunk, which ain't too bad. I got all the stereo bullshit ripped out, and there's all the carpeting, so it shed easily like 20 pounds right there. And then I started ripping into the dash to get all this aftermarket wiring crap out, and yeah, it's a nightmare. I don't know, like there's this module here which I know is an OEM, and there's all these fucking fuses and spliced wires, so I think I'm just gonna take out what I can, tuck the rest away so I don't accidentally disconnect something that, you know, requires the car to run, because I don't feel like tracing schematics and figuring out, you know, the dash harness for hours and hours. I hate wiring, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna put these pieces back on, vacuum out the inside, maybe wipe it down a little bit, put the seats in, and call it a day for right now. So I think that's a good accomplishment. I mean, eventually this is all gonna get repainted. Once I get this piece replaced, I'm gonna paint everything, probably with a can bed liner, just because I've had pretty good luck with that stuff. But who knows? Maybe I'll do a different color. I don't know. But for right now, it's gonna be bedline black. That way, I don't have to worry about it. It's not gonna rust, and it'll sound dead and a little bit better than just normal paint. You know, I don't want too crazy road noise. And if it does become crazy, you know, I got this. It's not Dynamat. It's another stuff, but it's a rubberized, like a stick-on stuff you can put, and it minimizes road noise. But I'm not really too worried about that. So I think I'm just